In your headlines, the Turks and Caicos Community College hosts their first research day. 34 licensed electricians receive further training from Fortis TCI. And members of the 100 Black Man Club have promising plans for Father's Day. From the PTV Broadcasting Headquarters in Providenciales, your #1 source for news, I'm Erica Penales delivering the latest from across the country this Thursday, March 31st, 2022, right to your door. Newswatch starts now. The Turks and Caicos Islands Community College held their very first Research Day 2022 under the theme Embracing Academic and Industry Research in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Take a look. Yesterday, March 31st, 2022, was a proud and historic day for the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College as they launched their first ever Research Day under the theme Embracing Academic and Industry Research in the Turks and Caicos Islands.
This is the fundamental principle of research, and it is something that we all do on a lesser degree each and every day. Noteworthy, too, is that the need for research is never ending, because as we all know, change is constant, and so too are the many circumstances affecting an issue or thing. Speaking of the role of research at institutions of higher learning, David Ruskowski, in an article in Forbes magazine, recognized that research contributes in several ways to institutions of learning and society at large. Firstly, it contributes directly and indirectly to its primary mission of teaching.
The community college's role is to provide an educational experience that promotes learners' personal and professional development, and also by extension adds to the economic development of the Turks and Caicos Islands.
As a corporate citizen of this community and a benefactor of taxpayer contributions, the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College is charged with the responsibility to be that place where employers can expect to find a reservoir of new knowledge and bright ideas on things Turks and Caicos and beyond in the various faculty and disciplines. It is a place where students expect to be inspired, and motivated by their learning experiences, and a place where they can be groomed to become well-rounded, highly knowledgeable, truth-seeking, and contributing citizens.
Reportedly, researching has numerous advantages and positive effects on students and the world, some of them being it contributes to the development of an advancing society, helps students develop and own their skills for knowledge acquisition, and increases the researcher's breadth and depth of knowledge and understanding. Newswatch gathers that internally there are several members of staff at the community college that are engaging in research which the facility looks forward to benefiting from.
Especially those dealing with an investigation into student support and development services and higher education leadership, a case study of a community college in the Caribbean by lecturer Ms. Beverly John, and the economic impact of student attrition, a comparative study by lecturer Mr. Patoy Montague. Student research is equally important, and I look forward to highlighting a few of them in due course.
Gardner revealed that it is against this background that the final days of the 2022 College Month of activities are coming to an end, commending the organizers of the event yet again. Suzette Creary, Chair of Faculty of Business Administration at the college, also shared remarks as she highlighted the importance and benefits of a research day.
Research is a key element that drives development in higher education. For teachers to impart knowledge to students, they must have a broad knowledge of their subject matter, the curriculum, and educational standards, as well as enthusiasm and a desire for learning throughout the course of their career. Notably, teaching will improve if staff engages in research. Professional practice will improve if professional workers in their training learn how to base their work on research-based knowledge.
as we gather that it is necessary that institutions engage in reinventing research-based teaching and learning. As mentioned before, several members of staff at the community college engaged in researching, where they explored numerous phenomenons by utilizing purposive sampling.
The staff here at TCICC realizes the value of research, which is demonstrated by the significant number of faculty currently pursuing doctoral research. Notably, 2 faculty members concluded their doctoral degrees within the last academic year. And ladies and gentlemen, a total of 11 faculty members are currently engaging in doctoral research.
On the lineup of the program were Honorable Rachel Taylor, keynote speakers Elvin Glinton, Samuel Forbes, Candace Williams, Angela Musgrove, Dr. VJ Daniel, and Jasmine Thomas, who all contributed to a day of information sharing, engagement, and most notably, research.
Research Day is near to my heart. It's our inaugural event, and I'm happy that we're here to share it with TCI public in general, and of course, the planning committee. We're all elated and happy. We're happy for the partnership that we have had with Provo Water and CSC Insurance, and we're grateful for the support that TCI has given to us. And indeed, next year will be bigger and better.
34 licensed electricians in the Turks and Caicos Islands received occupational health and safety training at Fortis TCI. We bring you the details. In a joint undertaking between the company's Environment, Health and Safety Department, the TCI Electricity Board, and the Ministry of Home Affairs, Public Utilities and Transportation, 34 licensed electricians in the Turks and Caicos Islands received occupational health and safety training at Fortis TCI. The training was held at the Fortis TCI Providenciales headquarters on Saturday, February 26, with 27 electricians, followed by a second session on Saturday, March 19th in Grand Turk with 7 electricians. Acting Energy and Utilities Commissioner Dr. Eric Salamanca delivered opening remarks at the session in Providenciales. Fortis TCI President and CEO Ruth Forbes and Senior Vice President of Operations Devin Cox also attended the session to provide brief remarks where they seemingly applauded participants for their commitment to workplace safety. The training was delivered by Fortis TCI Manager EHS Marcus Francis, Manager of Engineering and Substation Operations Maintenance Hortnell Johnson, and Senior EHS Officer Ricardia Pardo. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, Public Utilities and Transportation, James Asper delivered opening remarks and supported electricians who participated in the Grand Turk session. The training covered 3 modules: hazard management, job safety planning, and emergency planning and response. We gather that participants examined topics such as the compliance requirements for electrical safety, common workplace hazards, their classification, and mitigation methods. Reportedly, the electricians also learned the core components of building a job safety plan, the rudiments of workplace emergency planning, and effective response in an electrical emergency. The sessions began with an overview of Fortis TCI, the company's environment, health, and safety management system, and efforts to sustain a strong safety culture. Commenting on the training, Fortis TCI President and CEO Ruth Forbes stated, "Fortis TCI welcomes the opportunity to collaborate with key stakeholders for the common cause of improving electrical and workplace safety throughout the country. Training is essential to developing a safe workplace and public space. Therefore, I commend participants for improving their knowledge and skills. Local contractors who work with Fortis TCI are already a part of our ongoing training and compliance program. We look forward to additional opportunities to partner and enhance workplace safety in TCI." Don't go anywhere. More News Watch when we return.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Newswatch. Today we are commemorating 1 year since our beloved Peter A. Stubbs, our founder and CEO, gained his angel wings. His life was a blessing and his memory a treasure. An unknown writer says, "Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear." Members of the 100 Black Men International Health and Wellness Committee revealed some very promising upcoming plans in a previous newscast. Stay tuned to find out how it's going. As the men remain loyal and committed to what brings them to the Turks and Caicos Islands, Dr. Griggs and his peers who visit us from abroad reveal they still take a few moments to indulge in the beauty of the Turks and Caicos Islands while they're here.
We've been here since Tuesday, and we've been literally boots on the ground, taking in the beautiful sights. This is my first time here, and I'm hooked. I definitely have connected. I appreciate the hospitality and how welcoming all of you are, and it makes me even more empowered to light my fire to want to help any way that I can.
Newswatch learned that the 100 Black Men Club has the Minister of Health, Honorable Jamal Robinson's full support in their upcoming event.
The Minister of Health, he embraced this because I think he understands, like he said yesterday, if we can get people to start thinking it's preventative, then you don't have to worry about what's going to happen down the road. So that's why one of the reasons why we want to get kids involved in this whole process and family involved in this whole process. I think a lot of the illnesses that affect us is that if there are preventive methods in place, I think it will help us tremendously.
As of now, we understand that the men have begun taking the necessary initial steps towards getting persons involved and aware of the upcoming event, and subsequently, one of the things in their plans is to visit schools around the TCI for the involvement of children in the event.
Yeah, one of the things that we want to do is we've been successful in New Orleans and in the States. An organization I'm affiliated with called STEM NOLA. We've brought STEM to 100,000 kids over 8 years in 5 different countries. We'd like to bring what we have and combine it with what's already here to really focus on STEM, because that's the future. What we're talking about is not only having the kids there and having fun, but teaching them about the heart. The kids actually get to hold and learn about the sheep heart. We have songs and dances about health and the heart itself. We have the same thing about lungs. There's white coats. Every successful community is child-centered, adult-governed, and elderly ruled. So we want to surround our kids with adults and professionals to show them the possibilities of what can be and the importance of their health.
We gather that what the 100 Black Man Club plan to do is to work with what we in the Turks and Caicos already have in place to combine these existing tools with theirs to facilitate a fun and appealing learning experience.
The plan is to go into school. We spoke initially to the person in charge of education, and we will be working with the Minister of Education, the Minister of Health, and a different organization and an island to make sure that comprehensively everyone is involved in this. This is a countrywide effort.
The members of the 100 Black Men Club elucidated on their feelings of excitement, as it's always a pleasure planning events where they get the community involved in something that will be beneficial to all.
It's amazing. I get excited every time. I don't know if you see the sparkle in my eyes, especially when we talk about the kids, but it's always exciting to get people excited about health.
For the time being, the members of the 100 Black Men Club are urging everyone to stay tuned for more information that will be revealed about the event, also getting everyone geared up for the fun activities that they have in store.
Please stay tuned. I'm very serious about my domino challenge. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We will create a social media space for the 100 Black Men of America TCI chapter, and you will see us a lot in social media and also in the media as well. As I said, we just get putting things together, and we will make sure that we communicate at least as often as possible to share this information.
Finally, the members of the 100 Black Men International Health and Wellness Committee are appealing to the public for persons to sign up and join this movement as mentors to afford for an enhanced future.
The only way we could save our community, sustain our growth in our community, is that we have to be able to mentor our kids. And I think right now we are appealing to anyone out there who would like to join 100 Black Men of America, Turks and Caicos chapter, to please contact myself or the president, Perry Missick. We're really looking for dedicated men who really want to make a difference in our community. It's one thing to say that, hey, this economy is growing, we're doing well, but what are we doing for our kids? We need to ask ourselves, what difference can we make in the community? And if you want to make a difference today, join us and let's build our mentorship program in Turks and Caicos.
The Strand, a $210 million residential resort community development, is the latest addition to Turks and Caicos Island's high-end luxury brand of properties. We bring you the details. Overlooking the sapphire blue waters of Cooperjack Bay with dramatic vistas and an awe-inspiring setting, the Strand is a $210 million residential resort community development and is the latest addition to Turks and Caicos Island's high-end luxury brand of properties.
Today, we're here to celebrate the beginning of the Strand, where we endeavor to create another iconic resort that'll be beautiful the day it's completed and even more beautiful 50 years from now. For me, this is my legacy project, and the Strand is being developed to compete with the finest ultra-luxury residential resorts in North America.
The groundbreaking ceremony for the development, which will be located on 2,230 linear feet of pristine ocean frontage on Cooperjack Bay in Providenciales, took place on Friday, March 25th, 2022.
It's all about a celebration of Turks and Caicos and living our best life. It's about being grounded in community and being focused on sustainability. To create a legacy resort, you have to create a sustainable culture. That culture has to be involved with the community, and it has to be in harmony with nature. And by the way, I promise that Natalie will make this beautiful again with native plants and trees.
Among those attending the ceremony were Her Excellency Acting Governor Anya Williams, Premier Washington Missick, Minister of Education Honorable Rachel Taylor, Minister of Tourism Honorable Josephine Connolly, Minister of Home Affairs Honorable Otis Morris, Minister of Health Honorable Jamel Robinson, MP Honorable Samuel Bean, and other dignitaries.
We see these islands continuing to grow and to develop over the course of the next few years. But what we're trying to do is to build for a sustainable future. And so we're pleased with the development that is coming forward on this property because it's in line with our National Physical Development Plan goals. We as a country and as a government want to continue to partner with investors to ensure that there's long-term growth and sustainability for the Turks and Caicos Islands. And so we're happy to be here today to support the developers. We hope that this project will not only come to fruition, but that it will do so on a timely basis. We look forward to being back here soon for the ribbon cutting ceremony. And we want to continue to wish you all the best as we continue to build brand Turks and Caicos. Thank you.
The Strand's full resort-style amenities, 5-star services, and array of community programming will bring something truly unique and new to the Turks and Caicos. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Coming up next is your weather forecast.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Newswatch. Here's the latest in your weather forecast. Here's your weather forecast for April 1st, 2022. For the nation's capital, Grand Turk, on Friday, mostly sunny skies, high 81, low 76, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. For South Caicos, mostly sunny skies, high 81, low 76, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. For North and Middle Caicos, mostly sunny skies, high 82, low 75, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. For Parrot and Pine Key, mostly sunny skies, high 81, low 76, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And on Providenciales, mostly sunny skies, high 81, low 76, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now for your sunrise and sunset: sunrise 6:43 a.m., sunset 7:05 p.m., and for your high tides and low tides: high tides 8:40 a.m., 9:01 p.m., and low tides 2:34 a.m., 2:46 p.m. And that's it for your weather forecast. We'll be right back with more News Watch.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
Spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future.
I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
Welcome back to News Watch. Debbie Ann Jolie, the stammering communicator, in collaboration with TND Communications' very own Tessa Drayton, will host their first ever reputation marketing workshop for Caribbean entrepreneurs. Here's more. On Saturday, April 9th, 2022, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., Debbie Ann Jolie, known as the stammering communicator, will be partnering with TND Communications' very own Tessa Drayton to host a workshop for Caribbean entrepreneurs.
Again, it's as you mentioned, it is a workshop on April the 9th. It is geared towards C-suite executives, managers, senior level managers and leadership teams, entrepreneurs, small and medium-sized firms, and those persons that are really looking for a better understanding and appreciation of how their organization, the reputation, impacts business, impacts sales, impacts growth. And really the aim of the workshop is to really build awareness for why companies need to look at their reputation as part of their overall mission, vision, and business strategy.
The workshop, themed Grow Your Business from the Caribbean, is a virtual event focused on teaching Caribbean-based service providers how to successfully manage their individual and business reputations so they can grow their brands and increase sales globally and not just in the Caribbean.
It is also, the workshop is also a part or an extension of the Grow Your Business in the Caribbean initiative. So it's not just a one-time thing. This is just one aspect, but we would definitely be having ongoing workshops regionally and thereby extended internationally in time to come about the Grow Your Business in the Caribbean initiative. which encourages entrepreneurs, our target audiences that Debbie mentioned, entrepreneurs, C-suite executives, everyone involved in business, small, medium, or large, to have an understanding of what is exactly needed, the facets needed to thrive in a business, for a business to thrive and to stay relevant in a competing market.
It is the first time that the two professionals, both based in Trinidad and Tobago, are collaborating in an effort to combine their unique skill sets for the best possible outcome.
I've done a series of workshops and a number of things, but this is particularly dear to me because I see the importance of looking at your reputation from a strategic perspective. And we've gotten a lot of feedback as well, because Tess and I did a webinar in February where a lot of persons have misconceptions about your reputation, have misconceptions about what type of content they need to put out. How are they separating them, their personal selves from their business? So there is a lot of I think a lot of gray areas for entrepreneurs and leaders. So I think it's a excellent. Again, it's a wonderful collaboration for Tess and I, and we plan to do many more collaborations like this.
The PR experts reveal that they believe they have extensive knowledge on the needs of the market and that their professional background enables them to be empathetic towards the needs of businesses and entrepreneurs.
My background has always been in communications, and I have worked with persons in the PR industry, in the private sector, as well as most recently international company. I don't want to give it away just yet, functioning in the area of communications and crisis management. So I have extensive knowledge of what is needed, and my interaction also with small and medium-sized businesses and entrepreneurs gives me a better understanding of what people's needs are. I've also worked with NGOs, international as well as locally, in the area of public relations. So I have an idea of the different aspect of sectors and how to meet their communication needs.
Newswatch understands that although planning such a grand event can be draining, the women still feel excited because they get to function in the fields they're passionate about.
We're also passionate about learning, as well as we're giving knowledge to persons. We're also excited about learning, about receiving and making things better, not just for us, but for our neighbors, for our brothers and sisters. We want everybody to benefit. It's not even about you do this for money. That's understood. You're compensated for your skill set. But at the end of the day, we want to know that we were able to help you, help your business thrive, help you as an individual become better at what you're doing. And that inspires us and motivates us to press forward.
Entrepreneurs who have been in businesses for up to 5 years, small and medium-sized businesses, C-suite executives and managers will get the opportunity to learn and benefit from the knowledge, experience, and strategies of two leading women in the marketing and communications industry.
It's really targeted, again, to different types of individuals. One, we're looking at C-suite executives and senior managers because at the end of the day, they are the leaders of their organization. So it could be like HR managers, CMOs, operations managers, because they are responsible for navigating their organization, and they will be playing a very key role in the reputation of their organization. In many instances, they are the face of their organization. They are keynote speakers. They speak at different conferences, trainings, etc. So it is important for them to have a clear understanding of how reputation marketing can actually impact their business and why it needs to be a part of the company philosophy.
Attendees can reportedly look forward to learning about leadership and reputation management, customer retention strategies, and how to remain competitive in the business world.
It's going to touch on crisis management. It's going to touch on things like companies or individuals who don't respond well who don't respond well to negative comments, and how are you supposed to go about that and securing your brand. Again, it's going to talk to the leadership team, because reputation comes from on top and it has to cascade down. So it's going to have an element of leadership and the role of leadership in executing that. And again, we're going to talk about things that you're supposed to be doing online versus offline.
Finally, the PR experts are urging persons to register, as you won't want to miss this engaging workshop they're preparing.
The overall cost is 400 TT, that's in our currency, but 65 US. And we have an early bird special that lasts until March 31st, I believe.
Which is the Thursday.
Which is this Thursday.
Yeah.
And you will get it at 55 US. We are accommodating groups of 3 to 5 within organizations. Even if you register after the early bird special, you'll still be able to benefit from the 55 US. So I urge persons to invest. You might say this sounding like a lot, but it is an investment, not just for you and not just for now, not just for your business right now, but further down the road. We're always thinking ahead of what our business.
That brings us to the end of this edition of The Real News. I hate to leave you so soon, but of course, you can join us right back here every weekday at 6:30 p.m. and tap into our social media platforms at www.ptv8tci.com. I'm Erica Penales, keeping you informed, updated, and affiliated. Until next time.